In this video, I'm going to discuss time frames. Maybe I should have did this one. Oh, let's put on this stupid webcam so we can see me and my puffy hair. Um, that I switch between time frames and different looks, etc. I scroll backwards and forwards. Backtesting and how to use TradingView, you'll pick up as I go. I'll try and be more specific. But in the greater scheme of things, time frames is very consuming. People ask me, I used to ask, let's be honest, which chart do you trade in? Do you trade in the 15-minute chart? Let's just expand it so you can see the 5-minute chart, so that you can see the 1-hour chart, and we can see and 4-hour chart. You can have there. So you have different charts, and people think it's a bit confusing. People think there are different charts. They're the same. They are exactly the same chart. Switch to the daily. Here's the daily chart. It's the exact same data that we have over here, from here, up, down the wave. It just has more detail. So this day here, this one day, this candle represents one day. Opens at midnight on your server time, to midnight close of your server time. Server time is your broker's time when you connect to that. So for example, on my let's actually show you. That's a little bit off topic. I'll drag that back now. So on here, if I hold my candle at the current time, candle over here, now you'll see I'm in a 1-hour chart. It says, come on, it says 6 o'clock. Okay, 6 o'clock. I'm at 5 o'clock. How can this be 6 o'clock? That is because the server I'm connecting to for FX Open is GMT plus 3. We are GMT plus 2. So the time this is here is an actual hour past me. So the candles work on your server's time that you are connecting to, not your service time, not your local time. However, my chart shows it to me in local time. That's why you will sometimes see discrepancies between my MetaTrader. It should be rather small, but sometimes there could be discrepancies between it. So go back here. So here is a daily chart. So on the daily chart, it's one of the strategies I'm going to discuss with you. It was clearly an ICI strategy. It might still come through, but now it might turn into a different strategy, a WM. Well, strategies are coming, so we're not there. But you can see here, I'm currently on a daily point of view, in theory, going up. So you can see here, my daily view is currently in an uptrend. To be honest, if I had to take a guess right now, I do expect that the daily point of view is going to go to probably here, maybe a bit higher, maybe a little bit lower, but I'm expecting on a daily average to climb up as we go. From here, I expect it to recede here. So this is a prediction. We'll see as time progresses. I'm expecting here, here, here. Okay, so that's a daily time view. So why don't I just do a buy order here and go all the way up to here, do a sell order there and here. There's a couple of things. Is one, you can, again, we'll get there. You can do it here, but you can potentially make more risk percent, because if I wanted to do this on a risky time frame, I would do this. I'll take a long position here, and I would say my stop loss below here, just in case it went down again before going up, and my take profit over here. And you'll see I have a risk to reward ratio. Go through here, and you'll see I have a risk to reward ratio of 2.413%. So I could trade this one trade for many days, go up here, down, and be up here for many days, and I couldn't make 3%. But this is a me thing. Lots of people do this, swing traders. I'm a little bit of a mixture between swing and intraday. It depends how much time I have available that day. I could easily do the strategy like this, but if I go down to the 1 hour time frame, Now I know basically, wow, that's a lot of scrolling. I know it's going to go up, and it's going to go up tons, way more than this. But I can take 8% here, and 8% again, and 8%, and 2%, and 3%, and 5%. So between here and the daily, depending on your strategies, guys, and depending on your strategies, I can take 8%, 2%, 1%, 3%, 4%, -1, -1, -2, -1, 3, 4, percent, 2%, this percent, -2, -1, -1, -1, -1, 5, 6, all the way up here. So in theory, in what could be one trade, which would be safe and that, I can potentially do 20, 30 trades, all making a percent. Now this one's percent is 8%. Why would I want to take 8% here? However, because I'm working on percentage, if this went straight down, plummeted now, I'd lose a percent there. And if I did it wrong, I'd lose a percent, 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 lose a percent. But here would be 1. But to get there, but what I'm trying to get at is this is all the same data, just in different aspects. So if I go down from the daily view, screw, let's look at the weekly view. So in weekly, it's this. Now, oh, by the way, you can see when Corona and stuff kicked in was the market is way more volatile. But you can see it was on a weekly base, on a downtrend. So I could have started over here and I could have made quite a bit of money, taken 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, so on and so forth. And still had a strategy that if I went in here and I went for a short position, short, and I said over, forget up here, let's say I went and said I'm going to short here and I'm going to put my stop loss above this, and I spend the next 3 months, we'll check the times now, on waiting for a trade, and I go and close the trade here, you know what, I make 3%, but to make the 3% has taken me from 24th of September, that's not, oh, 10th of September 2018 to 1 year. 1 year for 3%, I might as well be a bank. I might as well put my money in a bank. Actually, I think in a bank I would even make more than that. So, but the higher the time frames, you'll get this as we go, the more accurate it is. So if you can see it's in a downwards trend over here, in the daily for that period, even though it's now 2 years, if we had to zoom this in, I don't even know if the charting system will handle this. You'll see your daily trends. Now remember, it was a complete down over that, but your dailies went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. However, all of this was a couple of little bars on the weekly trend, but it's the same data. So the further down you get, the more accurate. So on the daily, we can see there's a down, up, down. I'm expecting an up. That's over here. Go to the 4 hourly. It is still the same data, just with more information. So in this, what we saw as an up and a slight down now is two massive options that came through here. From there, if we go to the 1 hour chart, we can do this. Now look, the 1 hour chart says I'm currently in an uptrend. That's what it's saying. But the weekly shows down, the daily shows down, the 4 hourly shows down. But I'm trading on an uptrend because it's based on the hourly uptrend, because it's giving me more data, more time frames to physically go and look at. On a monthly basis, there's a monthly chart. Let's see. I don't think it has yearly. No, monthly. That would be completely useless anyway. But you can build your trend. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're trading 4 hour time frames, look at the hourly and daily, 4 hourly chart. Look at the daily and weekly charts to get trend direction. If you're playing a 5 minute chart, you look at the hourly and 4 hourly. It's pointless me playing in a 5 minute chart and say I'm only going to bet on down trends because the weekly says it's a down average at this point in time. So you can narrow down your time frames as you go, but just understand these 4 bars. I'm currently in the hour, so this is actually being annoying now. So let's just go back. These 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, shows 1 bar. So all you will see on the 4-hourly chart is a candle that started here, had a spike to there and back down, because those 4 charts was one candle. In here we see that there was an up, 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 down, up, up, down, up, down. So we'll see this if I go to the 4-hourly chart and have a look here. There's no down, it's just ups. We know there's downs in there, so there was a candle that went down. So for 1 hour it did trade less. So if you're watching this live, you saw the candle go up, candle go down, candle go up, and see this. So you are literally seeing more data the sooner you can get. So to pick up trends, or my opinion, again guys, I'm not a professional, I haven't studied years and years, I don't do this as a living, might have to, thank you SA Lockdown, let's see how things go. But you will see, for example, the last 4 hours here, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's been very little movement over here. Let's see, oh, that's the last 4 hours, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, but on the 1 hour chart you can see there's been quite a price speculation going at this point in time. So it is all relative to what you see, but just understand it's all the same time, just how much data is in that time. That is what is required when understanding time frames. I really hope this helps someone. I really hope I made sense. It took me a while to understand this. So when people say, am I trading a 15-minute or a 1 hour chart, we're all saying the same time frames. We're just looking at different perspectives of it. I hope this helps. Perfect. On to the next.